morning. I had the day off, so I thought I'd do something that I wanted to do last year, but I couldn't get into the spot. I'm about an hour away from my house, and I wanted to check out this Crownland spot. I actually already have a campsite on this chunk of Crownland, but I went home and looked at my maps, and I found a lake in there. So I wanted to go in and check it out and see if I could find a spot where I could set up a camp right on the lake. But I tried to get in there last winter, and the snow was way too deep. There was no way I was going to make it. So December 15th, I'm hoping that the snow isn't too deep in the forest yet. I didn't bring ski pants even, so this trail or this trip may be a bust. But anyway, we're going to give it a go. It's not that far of a hike in. This other campsite that I have, I set it up a year ago, and I've been in there a couple times. Camped in the winter, camped in the fall, I guess it was. That was when I really first discovered it. This lake has some cottages on it. You can see it is froze. I don't know how deep it is, or I mean how thick the ice is, but I imagine it's not bad. I was up in Algonquin a week ago. Yeah, or 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. And you could stand on the ice up there. This is a little bit south of Algonquin, but yeah, I bet you there's enough ice to ice fish on for sure. So where I started the video was where they actually quit plowing the road, but so far it looks like the cottagers are keeping this part open. Last winter they didn't. You could only, you had to park up at the parking lot back there, and then if you had a cottage, you'd have to snowshoe or snowmobile in the rest of the way. But right now there's like hardly any snow on the road. I could have definitely made it in here with the Subaru. But anyway, so we'll stop it for a minute here. I gotta walk about a half an hour in on this groom trail, and then from there it's bushwhacking right to the lake. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, hopefully. Maybe. So the blue dot there is me, and the lake, the big lake, sort of there. Hard to see. Anyway, the big lake that's sitting up there at like about 1 o'clock is where I'm heading. So yeah, it's a little hard to see maybe. Oh, there. But anyway, that's where I'm going. Alright, we'll see how deep it is in the woods. Well, here I am at the lake. It's beautiful. This is nice. There's a lot of rock around. I came in right over there where it gets kind of marshy. That's where I started, and then I came along this shoreline here. And so far, I found like 3 spots to have a campsite. This spot here is another good one. They're not huge sites, but like definitely doable. You know, it's hard to really judge how level the ground is with all the snow on it, but like, that spot right underneath that tree looks like a good spot to start out with. I'm contemplating on trying another way back. I may end up just walking through the woods for nothing, but there's a Y on the Groom Trail way back where I started, and I'm kind of wondering if it doesn't come close to this lake somewhere, because I found something that tells me that people have been in here. So there you go. There's a chair right there. So I'm guessing that people are probably in here duck hunting. So that must mean they got in here somehow. They probably didn't go the same way I did, because I went through crap that a rabbit wouldn't go through. But I don't know. I think probably the way out is out that way. You can see across the way over there, it's all a high ridge. So I doubt I doubt people are walking all around this pond to get to here. So I don't know. I got the GPS on my phone and everything like that, so I can just trek through, and if I'm not coming out to anything, then I can just turn around and follow my tracks back. But anyways, I gotta rest for a minute. I am cooking. I brought stuff to make lunch and that, but I definitely need a drink of water or something. So, this is a nice spot. I hope that there is actually a trail that comes closer than the way I came, because sure would be nice to get a canoe in here, but I couldn't carry a canoe through where I went through. It was all spruce, like 2 inches apart. So I don't know. My guess is there's a trail over there somewhere. It actually, just on the other, just maybe 100 or so yards up there, it looks like it might open up again. So I'll have to look on the map and see what I want to do. I hope it'd be nice to have a trail there. But anyway, I wonder if there's any fish in this lake. Could be smallmouth bass, maybe. I don't know. It's worth a try to come back here in the summer. Unless there's an easier pathway, I don't think I can get in here in the winter, like in the dead of winter when there's like 3 feet of snow in the bush, because it'd be a hell of a track. But I don't know. It's a beautiful day. So I'm just going to sit on that chair over there, have a break for a bit. I'm going to start some lunch here in a minute. I brought some soup and I brought some tea. You can see I cleaned off these 2 trees here because I thought this would be a nice spot to make a like a workbench, you know, so you can set up some set up your stove or do some prep work or whatever. Cleared out this area a little bit around here where the chair is, but I kind of ran into a snake. I was looking on my map and on my GPS map, which I guess is like Google Earth, and I seen a structure, or what looked like something man-made, over in this direction. So I went for a mosey, and I found a hunting camp. So I didn't take any video or pictures while I was over there, because you know, I want to keep it private for whoever owns it. But so anyway, I'm gonna cook some lunch up, and then I'll have to think about getting out of here soon, because I don't know how long that roadway is going to be, and I think it's close to 2 o'clock now, and I think it starts getting dark like around 4:30 or 5, so I better get doing what I gotta do. So when you invert the tank like this, it runs solid fuel. There's a little regulator in there. There's probably a better word for it, but it goes in liquid. It goes through that little tube that goes up near the flame. The heat on the tube turns the liquid back into a fuel, like a vapor, and then it burns. But this is the way they've been able to make these stoves work in the winter, and they work great. It does go through more fuel this way, but the boil times aren't really that much different. So you can hear it's now that tube is warmed up, it's leveled out, and it's doing a good burn now. So won't be long, we'll have some soup. I did manage to find a trail out of here, although right now I seem to be going in the wrong direction, but I know the area, and there's only one way out of here, so I guess the road is just a little twisty-turny. That's my day on Crownland. The snow is a little bit heavier. I don't know if it's going to make the roads a little greasy or... Okay. We're coming out at a... And here's the road. Okay, I think I know exactly where I am. Just up here around the corner is where I went in, I think. Yeah, so there's where I went in. That was literally only 50 yards down the road. So that was a lot better than bushwhacking. So anyway, not a very exciting video, but I got out of the house anyways, which was nice. A day in the woods is always relaxing. Alright, well, until next time, keep it real.